me. Today I'm going to be exploring an art thing that I know really nothing about other than a handful of TikToks that I've seen, which is always a great idea, right? To just jump into something completely ignorant in front of potentially a million people. So let me go ahead and do that. Painting with piping tips. I'm not really huge into TikTok, but I was a regular TikTok consumer for a couple weeks. One of the things that I kept seeing on TikTok was these people painting using piping tips. And because I kept seeing those videos, I felt like it was this huge trend. But then I started like trying to find the videos and I couldn't find them anymore. I don't know if this is really a big trend or if TikTok just realized,
wow, this chick really likes watching people paint with piping tips.
Anyway, because I can't find the videos anymore, I have no idea who started this, who to give credit to. I was very attracted to this method of painting because
I love paint.
I love the texture of paint, the shininess, the gooiness. Oh, it's just so good. For me, it's already kind of like an edible, yummy thing. But then you put it in a piping tip and you make these beautiful ridges. Oh, it's like the most magical, delicious, wet color. And so, of course, I want to try it myself. I bought a lot of supplies for this. All right, I bought a whole bunch of heavy body acrylics. These are like the thickest version of acrylic paint, I believe. I don't know, I'm kind of talking out of my butt. They're like super thick and super thick price. The thicker the paint, the thicker the price. You definitely want the thickest possible paint because you want it to be able to hold its shape. I'm speaking as if I'm an expert when I'm really not. It's my butt talking. Bought a whole bunch of these, a whole bunch of piping tips, and a couple canvases. I did buy some of the regular, I don't know what these are called, star tips maybe, I think. But I also have a bunch of crazy piping tips that I've actually had for a while. What on earth does that one do? I don't know. This one looks okay. So maybe I should do this. Maybe I should try this one. I feel like I want to try to apply the paint in some sort of pattern. I feel like that would look cool. Maybe like a spiral. Something like that? I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna do this. I'm fearless. Big old piping bag. Set this guy in here. Here we go. Ooh,
Colors.
what color should I choose? I kind of want to start with some warm colors and then move into the cooler colors, aka a rainbow. Just trying to sneak that in there. I also bought this palette paper. It's supposed to be like a paint palette, except it's paper. I figured it'd be easier than trying to wash my paint palette a million times. Literally feels like just wax paper. Let's try some of this fluorescent pink. Ooey gooey. That color is just a little bit intense. Calm down. You're screaming. I hear you. I'm gonna just add some white to it. Oh, I really don't want to pick that up. I'm gonna mix them with this palette knife because I'm a real professional. Yeah. Paint is so beautiful. Oh, it's so
Gorgeous.
I feel like I might need more than that. This is like almost a whole tube though. We are gonna go through some paint doing this. I did notice a lot of times in the comments of those videos, people were complaining about this technique being wasteful because you use so much paint for it. I don't necessarily feel that it's wasteful. Just because you're using more paint doesn't mean that you're wasting it. But this already does feel a little bit excessive. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and fill up this piping bag. Oh gosh. So I have one color in there. Oh, gotta re-roll this whole roll of paper towels now. And it's never the same. And I think I wanna put another similar color in here just for a little bit of variety. Start with the same neon pink. And that's already one whole bottle. Maybe add like a little bit of red. Killed another bottle. See where that gets me. I'm gonna go with that. Load this paint up. I did bring this little canvas for testing purposes. Interesting. I'm not getting any of the variation. It just looks like a solid color. Yeah, no. I also don't love this piping tip. Like, what is that? I mean, I'm sure I'm using it wrong. Oh, there's a little bit of variety. But now I've used all the paint. That's all that 2 tubes of paint will get you.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I'm gonna be a wreck. This is a wreck. This is gonna be harder than I expected. I gotta try to redo this. What I'm gonna do this time, I'm gonna go with more of a contrasting color. Squirt that directly into the bag. I'm gonna scrape all of this off and just reuse it. I'm in over my head and I'm feeling regret. Is this a good idea? Ugh, it's just a mess in there. But hey, let's just go for it. They're not turning out very defined. I don't want them all squishy like that. I don't like that at all.
No.
I don't know if it's the piping tip or the way that I'm using the piping tip. Probably the way that I'm using the piping tip. What do I do? Maybe this piping tip just isn't gonna work with paint. I can't put up with that. Switching tactics here. We are gonna use the standard star tip. Okay, we're not... Made the opening too big. I'm gonna try this technique that I've seen people use for baking. I'm gonna take my dark color and I'm just gonna paint stripes of it on the inside of the bag. And then I'm just gonna add all of this, bring back in our failed first attempt. I'm just gonna go for it, okay? We live on the edge. This piping tip definitely works way better with the paint. I feel like that's kind of the best that I'm gonna get right now. So, whoa, it's already so heavy. I'm gonna move on and mix up the next color. Oh! I just shot paint everywhere, including all over my laptop. Oh, why? It's just getting worse. It's just everywhere. Paint is just everywhere. Did I say I loved this stuff? I might change my mind after this project. I'm gonna be cleaning up for hours. So my idea is I'm just gonna keep on moving the color along. I kind of thought I was being excessive with the amount of paint that I bought, but now I'm starting to wonder if I'm gonna have enough. Honestly, wasn't a huge fan of that technique that I tried last time, but I have no other ideas. I think I'm just gonna go with it. Maybe this one will come out a little bit better. You never know. The goop is going in the goop bag. I just don't even know how to keep this process even moderately neat. Hi, artwork.
How are you?
It's the same color. How is it the same color? I mixed 3 bottles of red into that pink. How is it the same color? This is so much more satisfying to watch than it is to do, but I have to keep going. I will make a paint spiral. Is it gonna take me all day? Possibly. I'm gonna take the remnants of the red and turn it into an orangish color. That's kind of an orangey red, filling the, filling the bag. How does that look like the same color? This is gonna be ugly. I'm going through so much paint and I really am not wasting anything. Like everything that I've mixed up has ended up on the canvas. This is gonna be my bright orange color. Oh, this is actually becoming a quite repetitive process. Oh, going for an even brighter orange this time. I'm not really sure how much I'm liking what I'm making right now, but I kind of have a system. So I'm just gonna keep plugging away. I'm hoping at some point this just starts to look really cool and I just fall in love with it. But right now, I kind of hate it.
Hello.
What is this?
I'm painting with a piping tip.
Nice. How's it going?
Messy. Okay, well, I've started the greens. It is about lunchtime, so
I'm gonna go have lunch.
no worries. I'll be right back doing this once again, this lovely, lovely process. I'm gonna take a break real quick and I'll be right back. Hello, I've been fed and I'm back. I feel more optimistic now that I'm not hungry. Maybe this wasn't as bad as I remember. Maybe this was just a lot of fun. I'm gonna keep going. Mix up a nice green. Got a nice green with a side of diarrhea. Oh gosh, this is getting so heavy. Let me not drop this. Not that it's like a super precious work of art, but I've spent hours on it. So here we go. I actually am liking this a little bit more. It's looking kind of cool. I've seen ones that look way better than this, but at the same time, it's not like as terrible as I thought it was gonna be. Now I'm gonna start shifting the green to a slightly more bluish green. That's pretty. Okay, here we go. Ooh, just bottle after bottle. Start adding a little blue. And we're going.
Hi.
It's been a few hours since I've spoken. I just finished this. I am kind of scared to pick it up. Oh my gosh. It is so heavy. Holy crap. This is tubes and tubes and tubes worth of paint. It's unbelievable how much trash I have on my floor. I basically used all the paint that I bought except for all the neutral colors. So much paint. In the end, I am happy with how this looks. I think it looks pretty cool. This took so much longer than I expected. This took me all day. I spent all day piping paint on a single canvas. Most of the time was spent mixing all of the colors, filling all the piping bags, cleaning all the tools in between colors, and doing that whole process over and over and over and over again. I wouldn't say that it was the most enjoyable process for me. It's not that much fun to do this. And it's also just a freaking mess. There's paint everywhere. I tried to be neat in the beginning and then I just realized it's inevitable. I just kind of let go and let the paint go and let the paint live, and it's now living all over the place. This was an interesting experiment. Will it be something that I ever revisit? No, I won't be back. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next Friday. Bye.